Inspiration Yoga.
Join in on one of our public yoga sessions and see what it's all about.
Inspiration Yoga.
Our downward facing dog will have your warrior pose looking shipshape in no time.
Join us today.
Bringing you an alarming update about Hurston Dynamics and a significant weather development across the verse. After the last news broadcast, our system was hacked, and we received an unexpected visit just as we were wrapping things up. It was an associate of someone we previously had the pleasure of speaking to right here in this studio, the Iron Fist. They came with a message and a suitcase, inside a cache of redacted classified documents. Here's what they had to say.
Everything happening during the region crisis event has been carefully designed. There is foul play involved, and we have the evidence to prove it. Inside this suitcase, you'll find documents confirming that Hurston Dynamics is paying pirate groups and mercenaries to target or position ships.
And sure enough, buried among the files, we found a heavily redacted document. Even with the redactation and the missing signature, the message was clear. The document suggests Hurston Dynamics is funding mercenaries to target cargo pilots working with Microtech, Archcorp and Crusader. It's worth noting that we cannot confirm the legitimacy of these documents. And considering where they came from, it's very possible they have been manipulated in some way. The Iron Fist has shown time and time again that it will stop at nothing to destabilize the verse, and that includes weaponizing misinformation. Naturally, we reach out to Hurston Dynamics with our concerns. And in a direct call, the dismissed accusations as nothing more than a blatant attempt to discredit their name and value.
There is absolutely no truth to these claims or the so-called leaked document you sent us. Hurston Dynamics has always worked to maintain strong relationships with the other corporations, and we would never place anyone in harm's way. We're leading this race because our pilots are better trained, more disciplined, and simply outperform the competition. Maybe instead of chasing conspiracies, the other corporations should take a hard look at their own logistics.
That is strong words coming from Hurston Dynamics. Whether it is fact or fabrication, one thing is certain. The pirate issue is still going on, and while corporate accusation and denial dominates, something far more unpredictable is brewing over our heads. The weather across the Stanton is taking a turn for the worse. Heavy dynamic snowfall is expected to roll in with the next update. And yes, we mean actual snow. Not that half-frozen sleet nonsense, real snow. We got in contact with a climate expert, and the explanation he gave us is deeply concerning. Dr. Elias Wren from the UEE Institute of Space and Weather Phenomena sent us this audio message.
Hello! I'm Dr. Elias Wren from the UEE Institute of Space and Weather Phenomena. What we're seeing is an escalation in solar activity, solar flares, and coronal mass ejections that are directly interfering with planetary weather control systems. The result is chaotic, unstable weather that's only going to get worse before it gets better.
In other words, the sun is having a hissy fit and the planets are caught in the storm. This is BM News for when Badger here signing off. Stay safe and stay dry.
Elevators repair, refueling, rearming, services galore. When it comes to hangers, just remember less is more.
exciting update that is coming soon. From stealth tech upgrades to abandoned underground sites, this next update will have it all. We have received some disturbing news from the Unified Survey Initiative, USI. After multiple surveyor mysteriously vanished while exploring distant planets and moons, the USI have hired a heavily armed team of mercenaries to investigate. And the findings were grim. The missing personnel were discovered buried in unmarked sites, showing signs of multiple gunshot wounds and in some cases acid burns. But among the bodies, investigators recovered something else. A damaged recording device containing a final chilling audio log. But that is not the most troubling part. When the mercenary retraced the survey team's journey, they stumbled upon multiple underground facilities scattered across several moons, each bearing a faded insignia of ASD. At the front of each facility was a sign saying Onyx Research Facility. What was ASD doing beneath the surface? And more importantly, are any of these facilities still active? Now on to something exciting. In a recently leaked document, it appears that the ASD got their hand on a brand new exclusive light combat suit. It is designed to be a reward for completing ASD Delvin missions. This upgraded armor is said to be both sleek and fast. But that is not all. For all us stealth-loving citizens, we are getting a treat. A brand new light sniper armor called the Geist. It will feature stealth capabilities and high mobility, once they perfected. And according to circulating rumors, another armor set is prepared to hit the street. The medium utility armor Not much is known about it yet, but early reports suggest that it may be more of a rugged, versatile alternative for field ops. And now to my favorite part, of weaponry. The new stealth combat suit is expected to pair nicely with the VOLT latest sniper rifle, the Zenith, a high-precision laser sniper designed for deadly, long-range engagements. And Wikilow is reporting having acquired several new ship models, including the Starlance Attack and the Drake Golem. All of them have been outfitted with an upgraded tech and a custom paint job, resulting in a unique variant that stands apart from their standard production counterparts. This is BM News, Forward Badger here signing off.
Mom, Dad, sorry I didn't write sooner. Things have been non-stop out here. Being on my own has been such a rush. I wish you could see it. The views, wildlife, the locals. It's not all been smooth sailing, but don't worry. If I keep carving out my path, who knows how far I can go. This is just the start.
At Crusader, start small, dream big.
When you got noodles on your mind, come enjoy what you will find at Noodle Bar. Noodle Bar. For spicy flavor, wicked kick, Far East food that won't make you sick. Try Noodle Bar. Noodle Bar. Just one option, we're all you need. Stanton's millions we aim to feed at Noodle Bar. Noodle Bar. When you are tired of lab-grown meat, come see us for an Asian treat. We're Noodle Bar. Noodle Bar.
This is BM News, Forward Badger here, bringing you an alarming story. The Seoul Severance Front, known by many as the War Partisans, has been linked to a series of attacks on Ibrahim Spears, leaving target civilians unable to wake from deep sleep cycles. The victim experienced what they describe as an infinite loading state, consciousness caught between life and death. The SSF claims cloning is a crime against the soul, accusing Biotech Corp Limited of trapping people in a synthetic purgatory and denying them natural passage to the afterlife. According to the investigators, the group strikes moment before citizens fully resync with their registered spear, corrupting the entanglement link mid-transfer. This prevents the consciousness from ever reaching the body, leaving the victim trapped in the gap. We have been in contact with a citizen who has experienced this, and here's what he told us.
It was the worst feeling imaginable. Like being trapped in a dream you couldn't wake from. There was this constant unease. The same sensation you get right before a shiver runs down your spine. But it never comes. It's everywhere, all at once. And to make matters worse, I kept seeing this wall covered in random text. It never went away. It's a nightmare. Now, I'm afraid to fall asleep at all.
Of all the crises we have faced this year, this may be the most alarming. Biotech Corps have issued the following statement.
No one should be tampering with an Ibrahim spear. These devices rely on an extremely delicate balance of code and genetic sequences. Interfering with them could endanger anyone who has ever undergone regeneration, which by now is nearly everyone in the verse. We are in close contact with the UAE government, who has assured us that this matter is their top priority. The Seoul Severance Front must be stopped at any cost.
It almost makes you regret ever getting cloned now, doesn't it? Every Ibrahim spear in the verse is linked through a secure network, a system designed to make sure your active imprint is always accessible, no matter where you are. It is why if your chosen regeneration point is destroyed or goes offline, you'll wake up back at your homeworld. But that same network means a skilled saboteur doesn't need to reach every spear. They can target you from anywhere by attacking a central node. If you know anything about the sole severance front, please contact BM News and also make sure to report it to the UEE as well. This is BM News, Foreman Badger signing off. Stay safe and sleep well. Built for life. This is BM News, Foreman Badger here. Do you think your cargo is safe on board your ship while it's safely stored in your hangar? Yes? Well, guess again. Numerous reports are coming in of pilots storing their ship with precious cargo inside, only for someone to sneak aboard after it's been stored and weld the cargo crates together and to the floor. The results are bewildered pilots, late deliveries, and a whole lot of credits lost. We managed to track down one of the brand new cargo pilots who had only been working for a couple of weeks, and he was extremely confused.
Man, let me tell you, I was so freaking confused the first time it happened. And yeah, it happened more than once, capiche? At first I figured it was one of them old cargo guys busting chops on the greenhorns. So, naturally, I gotta hit back, right? I drop a little retaliation. A freaking color bomb. Guy opens his crate and boom, splat, what the paint everywhere. Whole hangar looked like some wannabe art gallery in Crusader. But then security comes strolling over, all serious, saying they seen a bunch of goons walking into my storage ship, hanging out there for like 30 freaking minutes, then leaving like nothing happened. That's when I knew I really screwed the pooch. Needless to say, I'm still laying low from that guy. He swore he's gonna break my legs and use me like a damn mop to scrub up all that paint. So, do me a favor, huh? Don't tell nobody where I'm hiding.
If this is a prank, then it's a very strange and costly prank for sure, especially since it's happening all over the verse. But the big question is, who is behind it? Is it a kid chasing the latest trend, the Iron Fist getting bored and turning to juvenile mischiefs? Or is it something more sinister? It might even be linked to another cargo nightmare that has been happening lately. Crates disappearing right out of the cargo station's elevator system. Today alone, we have received 3 calls from pilots losing valuable shipments while trying to load it up on the cargo elevator. One particular frustrated hauler, known only as Carl, told us,
I just taken a big order and was getting ready to load my raft. So I went to the station's cargo elevator to call my crates up from storage. Got the usual overload warning, so I tried again like I've done 100 times before. This time, no warning, so I called it up. But when it arrived, the cargo was gone, completely gone. I was so confused I even tried sending it back down again only for it to come back still empty. I called the cargo hotline and they said they'd already loaded it into the system the first time and assumed I'd taken it off since it's a closed system and couldn't have gone anywhere else.
This is really strange. Naturally, we asked Carl if he had reported this to the station security, and this is what he had to say.
I reported it to security. What do you take me for, an idiot? They said they'd seen security footage of the cargo techs loading my crates and sending them on their way. But when they checked the elevator's camera feed and sensor data, it wasn't working. Not working? That's a bit suspicious, don't you think? I think it's either some kid in his room hacking the system or those awful cargo techs stealing it in league with security. I'm taking this to the highest authority. No one messes with Carl.
We have reached out to the station security for comment. They have said they're looking into it and refer us to the elevator agreement, which explicitly states that once the cargo has been loaded up by the station personnel, liability and responsibility for its safekeeping is no longer with the station. With the elevator box and the so-called pranks on the rise, pilots can only hope that the UEE intervenes before more pilots end up in the medbay suffering nervous breakdowns. Crisis update. Cloud Imperium Games has announced that Region Crisis will be extended throughout 4.3 due to the massive amount of bugs that we have encountered earlier. That's welcoming news from Microtech, who are still working hard to catch up to Hurston Dynamics. Last time we checked in, Hurston was pulling an impressive lead, sitting at a staggering 60% more resource gathered than Microtech. But the tides are shifting. New numbers show that Microtech has narrowed the gap to 44%. That's a 16% improvement from the last time I did an update. And of course, 44% is still a massive lead, and there's plenty of work to be done before 4.3 ends. But as my old mother used to say, don't give up. It's only after you quit that you have truly lost. We haven't been able to get an official comment from Hurston or Microtech this time around. However, we did manage to speak with a cargo pilot who are working closely with Microtech.
We've been working tirelessly to help Microtech close the gap. My crew and I have been hauling cargo day and night, sometimes with barely any sleep, just to keep the numbers moving. But it's tough. Hurston has a massive advantage. Deep corporate pockets, huge fleets, and an army of active pilots who seem to be everywhere at once. Still, we're not giving up. Every crate we deliver is a step closer, and we're not about to let them walk away with this without a fight.
Do you have a final message you would like to share with our viewers?
Yes, I do. Go and get them. Abandon the other core. Come join Microtech, and let's show Hurston Dynamics what teamwork can do.
That is strong words coming from a determined pilot. And before we wrap it up, I'll leave you with this. The pie chart does show exactly how things stand. At the time of the recording, the overall cargo gathered are 676,961,232 SU of cargo. And as you can see, Hurston Dynamic has 36.2%, Microtech has 25%, Crusader Industries has 20%, and lastly, Archcorp has 18.8% of the pie. This has been News Forward Badger here signing off. Stay safe and get out there moving that cargo.
Give it a dog, give it a dog. Give it a dog, give it a dog, give it a dog. Dog, give it a dog, give it a dog. Dog, give it a dog, give it a dog, give it a dog, give it a dog.
Been trying to drum up investors, but I've got to tell you, I can't keep up with kids on Microtech. I mean, I like a good laugh, sure, and even back in the day, known to chase down a farm or two, but Jesus, all the booze and drugs these kids do, it's nuts.
If you say so.
piss.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrievals Vehicle Selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
So did you get your components?
Just on my way there.
Oh.
Well, I'm here.
It's really strange, though, that I don't start in a hab at my home planet, but I do start in a hab when I land somewhere else.
I really can't make out heads or tails.
It's like they just changed it when you start at your own personal hab, I guess. Oh, no. I think I just ran into a player ship on my way out of Lorville.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Almost tore an engine off me.
I've been getting a lot of close calls at orbital markers.
People camp in the orbital marker?
No, they're there just as I'm there as well, and
Yeah, I'm definitely a little discombobulated still after the patch. I don't feel like I have my stuff organized at all. Didn't even set up my ships or my my fighter or my cutlass, and I have an extra cutlass I haven't set up either. components.
put the ship down in order to make the. Yeah, my bad.
What happened? Oh, to
Oh,
switch
I didn't put the ship down in the hangar,
to switch the components.
so I can't. Yeah, so I can't. Oh, I needed to double check some things. You know, the sizes,
Oh,
the
okay.
components, and things that I completely forgot. Okay, so let's see what I can find out.
Oh, excuse me. Ugh.
Maybe they've changed some of the distributions or some of the components that I've decided on. I don't see them for sale where I thought it would be on sale.
They most certainly do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thanks to the advanced digital medical assistance available at every dental RX.
Please, if anyone sees Dr. Bolin, let me know.